Today we are going to fill out the code to make the PhotoLiker app do what it is supposed to do. So I'm going to refer back to the activity guide that we filled out last class and recall that we decided we needed at least 3 variables. One would be for containing the number of likes. So I'm going to create a variable. Declaring a variable, use the word var. The name of it is going to be numLikes, and it's going to start off as 0. The next variable I'm going to call newComment. This will come in handy when I want to take what the person has entered into this newComment text box and save it somewhere before I add it to all the other comments that are already in this box. I'm going to start it off with an empty string, just a set of empty quotes. Now, notice that I've got these warnings already happening because it says I have defined a variable, but I have not called it in my program. That's okay. I haven't used it yet, but we will get to that. Then I'm going to need a variable called allComments to accumulate a list of all the comments. And I'm going to start that off empty also. Actually, the first comment is, I'm going to set it to what it says on the screen. No, I'm going to start it off empty. Sorry. Okay. Now, what I want to happen is when a person clicks the up button, I want to increase the number of likes. So I need an event handler. I'm going to drag this block in. An event handler for the up button object. When a person clicks on the up button, I want to increment the number of likes to be one more than it was before. So remember, do not redeclare the variable. You just type numLikes. You do not type var numLikes again. That would be a problem because you already have created it globally. You don't want to recreate it again. So now there's a way to take the value of numLikes and add 1, and then this assigns it back into numLikes. So here I am increasing the number of likes by 1. Okay, and then I put a comment just for your sake. Now, that's not the only thing I want to happen, is that the internal variable gets increased by 1. I also want to show that on the screen. So here in the like count, let's see, what's the ID of that? Let me go back to design and get the full ID number. Like counter output. Okay, I want to display likes in the like counter output. So I need to update that display by saying set text. I'm going to set the text of the like counter output. And what am I going to set it to? I'm going to set it to the word likes, like the literal string, and then a colon, and then a space. And I'm going to add to that numLikes so that the actual number that is stored in the variable numLikes will get added to the display with the word likes in front of it. So that updates the display. There was probably one, like a sound, which we'll add later. We can always add a sound. Well, you know what? I'll pick it now. When a person clicks on the like button, we just want some sort of a click sound to happen. So let's go and delete this default from play sound. And when we empty that first spot, let's see, choose a sound. We want to click. So let's just type in click. Maybe there's a typical click sound. see, app sounds. Okay, app button. You know what? I'm just going to pick app button 1. Pick whatever you like. I like app button 2. Wait. You know what? App interface button. I'm going for that one. You can pick whatever sound you want for when a person clicks on the app button. Now, before we get too far, let's actually try to run this and see what happens. Make sure we don't have any errors. Okay. I have it set to running really fast. Let me slow that down and run it again. Make sure it's reading through all the code. It's registered an event handler, and then it's sitting there doing nothing. Now let's see. I don't expect anything to happen when I click the down button or the new comment or anything like that. I could probably type in a new comment, but clicking on other buttons doesn't work yet. However, this should do something. Okay, there we go. I had a sound. Maybe I'll put the sound first. It seems like, but you know what? When you run it fast, it doesn't matter. Okay, so there, I've got the on event handler for the up button. Okay, I'm going to say this. The down button is almost identical to the up button, except for one thing. You have to change this to the correct name for down button, right? If I go to the, down button, and instead of increasing the number of likes by 1, you would decrease it by 1. So you would subtract 1 right here, and you can pick a different sound. But otherwise, you can pretty much copy and paste this on event for the down button, and I'll leave that for you to do. But now I'm going to show you how to get the person's comment from this box to show up in this box. So we're going to need an event handler. Okay, this is going to be for when a person clicks on this blue comment button, because they are going to type something in here, hopefully, and then they're going to click on the comment button. So that's the thing I'm handling an event for. Let me just double check the name of that button. I got to get the full name. Yes, it is comment button. Okay, back to the code. So when they click the comment button, there's a couple things we want to do. We want to retrieve whatever they have typed in this new comment area. And what's the name of that box exactly? New comment input. Okay, so we want to get the text from the new comment input. And we don't want to just let it like kind of float in the air, just in the program. We want to assign that into something. We need to capture it. So we're going to put it into our variable new comment. Okay. Remember, assignments happen from right to left. So what you want to update, I want to update the variable new comment by getting the text from that new comment input box and putting it into this variable. Now I have captured whatever is typed there at the moment that the person has clicked the blue comment button. If there was nothing typed there, this will be an empty space. It will go into the variable. But now I want to add that to all the previous comments. So I'm going to say, I want to update all comments to now include itself, whatever it currently has, plus the new comment. Okay, but wait a minute. I don't want that new comment to just go right strung after all the other comments on the same line. So I'm actually going to put in between here an extra new line character so that all the previous comments, it will start on a new line to put the new comment. Okay. And once I've got that variable filled with all the previous comments plus the new comment, I am going to set the text of this box. And this box is called all comments output. Okay, so set the text of all comments output. And what do I want to set it to? I want to set it to whatever's contained in the all comments variable. So actually, now that I think about it, if I don't want to lose that initial comment that was already there, I should kind of do this, get text, to fill it in the first place with whatever is in the comment box right here, all comment output. Otherwise, that comment that was already there will go away. So this is one way to do it. First, get the text from the all comment output, put it into the variable all comments. Then each time a new comment is added, add that on to that variable, and then output that variable by setting the text of the all comments output to whatever the contents of that variable are. We may want to add a sound to this again, play a sound that just indicates we have registered a click. So if you delete the parentheses, I'm sorry, the quotes, you get the pop-up box that allows you to choose sounds. I'm just going to go to app and pick another. Okay, app button, there we go. I'm just going to pick a sound. A little different than the other one, but okay. So let's run this and check it out. Uh-oh, I have an error. Get text ID parameter. Oh, all comment output, which does not exist. All right, what's the name of this? All comments. I have a typo. This is supposed to be all comments output. Okay, so I use my debug console to find an error, which was basically what you consider a syntax error. Okay, it is running, and it's just sitting there waiting for something to happen. I can click likes, and I can type a new comment like, love this, press the button, and there it is. It shows up in the output box. So you have the down button you need to do kind of as a copy of this up button, but slightly different because you're going to subtract and you're just going to say down button and change the sound. And then that's it. Hope this has been helpful. You got to get this done today. And I will be available for questions if something goes wrong.